All the math you need to know to run Ayaka in 3 minutes or less. Let's go. Ayaka is a cryo one-handed sword user who's best used as an on-field cryo DPS. Her normal attack is a physical 5-hit combo that has a few multi-hits. Her charge attack is also a multi-hit and has some unique properties. It checks a range in front of her and then puts the attack on top of enemies in that range. For players who like shooters, it's hit scan. Practically, this means it has a lot of AoE. She has an alternate sprint like Mona that infuses her attacks with cryo. When she comes out, it also splashes cryo on nearby enemies, which buffs her cryo damage and refunds her stamina. Her elemental skill is a small AoE cryo bloom around her that launches lighter targets. Her other passive talent gives her increased damage on her normal and charge attacks after using that skill. Lastly, her burst summons a snowstorm that hits 20 times including the initial hit. It moves forward until it hits a target and then it stops. This burst can do an upwards of 60% of her total damage, so her talent upgrade priority is her burst or her normal attack, then her elemental skill. Since Ayaka has so many multi-hits, she cannot run Melt very well, so we're stuck with Freeze. The team formula is basically Ayaka plus a cryo battery to help her energy, then a Hydro character to freeze, and an Animal character for VV Shred. Here are a few example compositions. Like almost every other good main DPS, she's tied to Xingqiu for most of them. However, because a large portion of her damage comes in a short period of time, she can make use of Mona very effectively. So Hu Tao simps like me can keep running Xingqiu with Hu Tao. Since she's running Freeze, you have to run 4-piece Blizzard Stray on her. She will use the normal primary stats, a critical damage headpiece, a cryo damage cup, and an attack sands. For substats, focus on critical damage and then 2 to 3 critical rate substats, and then attack percent. You may also need around 10 to 25% ER depending on the weapon you choose. Speaking of weapons, on average, the best 5-star is the new Mist Splitter's Reflection. Behind that is Jade Cutter and Summit Shaper. Most 5-stars are better than most 4-stars. For budget options, it's Black Sword, then Flute, then surprisingly Harbinger of Dawn if you can keep your health up. Lastly, the new craftable weapon, Amenumu Kageu. This one. It's also quite good, because it allows you to not have to run any ER and higher refinements due to its passive. Many of these budget options are very comparable to one another, so use what you have. Lastly, Ayaka combos. Her best damage output is 2 normals, then a charge attack and a dash cancel. Because of the energy refund, this combo doesn't cost you any energy overall. The trick to using Ayaka is overlapping all the different buffs she has. Her Ascension 1 basic attack buff, her Ascension 4 cryo damage bonus, her cryo infusion, and probably your VV Shredder party member, plus whatever other garbage you're running. So in general, your rotation will look like this. After switching from your support, you'll use her dash to apply some cryo and get the damage bonus. Then use your skill and burst, and then do the standard combo as many times as possible. By the way, the footage you're watching is a whale, so don't expect this damage. And I'm out of time. If this video helped, then consider liking and subscribing, and check me out on Twitch at twitch.tv/KurtikaZen. We'll be doing Day 1 Yoimiya and Raiden testing. I'd also like to thank my whale friend DQLN for providing me with most of the footage. Check him out at twitch.tv/DQLN. Thanks for watching.